Sprucestomper YouTube channel. Man, I tell you, I like doing it. I like the filming. We are headed to a job site that might seem familiar. We've been there once before. If you can recall in the video, I drove a loader that day. Invited back to finish up a few odds and ends before the ground is completely frozen. The leaves have turned and fallen. It's getting serious around here. So we gotta dig a little dirt and do what else, I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll be told when we get there. All right, so here we are. That look familiar? It's covered in leaves now. You'll recognize those 4 lids. So we're just popping in a little bit of conduit for a tank alarm. As I mentioned in the last video, when the poo-poo gets too deep, well, you'd like an alarm to tell you. So friend of the channel, Garth, of course, back in a Bobcat, he's gonna smooth out the driveway, so, you know, I need a nice runway to back up to, you know, I don't want no rough stuff. So Garth is filling in the hole. The reason there's a hole there is from the last time we were here, there was a water line put in. And well, water line needed a hole. We want this straight up and down, because you know, we're professional like that. And whenever you're dealing with plastic parts with brass hardware, you definitely want to use your impact driver. That'll never disappoint. That'll mount to the post. The idea is that the alarm wires and then the tech cable from the house run into this weatherproof box, and they'll get mounted to that pressure treated post. This is just a junction box, but of course we got all the jazzy fittings to make it airtight and sewer gas tight, because you don't want the old poo-poo smell sneaking up on you. Okay, so the idea for the tank alarm conduit is basically a conduit bulkhead fitting. See if I can't just do her free-handed here like this. Oh no, it's not weatherproof anymore. Well, how do you suppose you get anything inside of it? Riddle me that. So then, and spring for this, if you're building this stuff, these are, well, they say box side gaskets. They go with the jam nut, and that's what's going to give you your weather tight seal. That goes over that fitting like that. It seals to the face of that, and it feels to the face of the box, bringing back the weather tightness of the box. Well, they're my bits are still sharp enough to cut plastic. They've had a hard life. All right, see, and that's got a rubber weather seal on it too there, so it seals back up against the box. Whoop, that's wrong. How's that go? Righty tighty, lefty loosey? What are you doing? What do you think? Pretty professional looking, eh? I love it. See, it's all small details. Stainless steel fasteners, right? You want this to last and you want it to look good. That is so dry, we're gonna have to get a pilot hole drilled. Pilot hole. You could just hear it cracking, eh? You don't want that. You go to all the trouble to do this and split the darn post. Oh, what the deal? Did some goof just slip this on here? Oh, look at that. That's not too bad.
It was. Just to keep the shit out.
This was all pre-built, right?
It was.
So.
Yeah, that pipe goes on and then that looks like it's lined up. But
This is all buttoned up. We just need to finish this last length of conduit for the tank alarm, but essentially that's what you get. Up, that is not terminated because that is part of a plumber's scope of work apparently that they have hired. And you got your clean out outside the house, which I probably covered that in the last video. Memory slips away on a guy. It does. So we are gonna head over and tackle the tank alarm. You'll notice I keep saying so. It has become a force of habit with the filming. So I'll be talking and then I'll have like a blank spot and then I'll go so, and then I'll start talking again. I have to stop doing it. It has made editing the videos much harder because I say it and then I start talking so soon right after. It's hard to get a clean cut. See, all these little things I'm learning as I go, you know, to try and make it easier on myself and keep the quality of the Sprucestomper channel premium. I just gotta, like any good surgeon, prepare the area first. So what I was told is you like to use kind of like a piece of plastic on the outside maybe, just to give it a little more sturdiness and support. So look at this. 3 1/4 inch wall protectors. These are to stop your kids from bashing your walls to smithereens with doorknobs, I guess. I personally would never put these in my house because, well, any of you guys out there, dads especially, because you've probably gotten worked up before about seeing your walls of your house get smashed to smithereens. You don't stick sticky things to the walls. Like, you know, people putting posters on the wall with Scotch tape, because what does it come off with? You stick that stickiness onto the wall and you got to take it off at some point. Everything's coming with it. So I got 2, but I think I'm just gonna put the 1 right on the outside here. I think it'll give it a little extra meat for the bolts. I'll bring you around this side. We can have a peek-see. So this is the alarm bracket. The tank alarms, which my compadre here has just went to go get. They hang down in the tank. This is stainless steel bracket is what everything attaches to, and then this simply bolts inside the tank. In theory, whatever we mark on the outside should be exactly the same on the inside. See, Garth doesn't know that I had these yet. That's a surprise. So 50-50. Either he's going to be like, those are awesome, or he's going to be like, why did I leave you by yourself? Well, I think it's pretty smart. You know, that brings up a good question, I think. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is on this. You leave somebody, say an apprentice, you leave them behind on their own to do a task such as I'm doing right now. Holy smokes, that is dull. My, oh my. We got it done though. You leave an apprentice or somebody that is not like totally hip on what you're trying to accomplish. Do you appreciate when they just make an effort on their own, even if the outcome isn't 100% right? Like, do you reward that, well, what are we calling it? That ingenuity? So I didn't know what length of stainless fastener to get, so I just bought all of them. Or do you give them heck for it? Okay, got a couple of tightening tools. These might not be the most appropriate tool for the job, but I bought them. I feel like I cheaped out actually. I bought these Milwaukee, I don't know what you'd actually call them. They're kind of like a channel lock plier, I guess, but they got the serrated teeth in the shape of a bolt head. They've come in a kind of handy, but to be truthful, they've been more of a nuisance more often than not. Like, they're almost the right tool for the job, but you know, I bought them, so I've been making an effort to use them as much as possible because, you know, justify it to myself. Should have bought the Knipex pliers maybe. Those look pretty awesome. Well, I'll tell you, that is very unlikely that's gonna go anywhere. Let's put these nuts and bolts away before I just throw them all in the dirt by accident. That is job one. In. Done. Same as on the weather-tight box. This is your coupling adapter for the conduit, and then you can see that nice fat rubber seal, and that's gonna seal us right onto the outside. The old tank riser. Trusty drill. Yeah, dull as a hoe, eh? Yeah, it's round actually. That's a round bit. That's for delicate procedures. So you can push real hard on the drill while you're drilling something and, you know, running the risk of hurting yourself. You want the sealing washer on the outside. And then this goes like this. Tighten this on here. So you don't want groundwater getting in this thing. I guess, see, I can't help myself. But for this application, they actually do work. Man, I am standing right in my own way here. I don't want to sit on that. Oh. I also don't want my drawers full of dirt. Go like that. So, if we go like this, and I employ my measuring device like this, and go like that, and cut me a piece of conduit. I might have to bend it a hair, just a snicker, to get it to work. 16.5, but I think we can get it to work. This was a rare find. Conduit, like a lot of other materials. I hope that this is driving me nuts. The dang echo of this open lid is driving me bananas. Conduit, like a lot of materials, I guess they're still playing hard to get. 4-inch PVC sewer pipe has not gotten easier to get. 1.5 inch conduit, nothing. Not a single wholesaler that I came across today had 1.5 inch. This is 1 inch. Isn't that crazy? I don't know, like it's just, I don't know what they say. Supply is not fixed, and I don't think it'll ever be fixed at this rate. It's become normal and people have accepted it, which is not a good thing. You'd think in a you know, people want to capitalize on opportunity. There's obviously opportunity here, but I mean, there's barrier to entry. You don't just start up a PVC conduit manufacturing facility and take hold of the market. You know, I don't think those days, it doesn't work like that anymore, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's not all doom and gloom. There's opportunity out there for those that are looking for it. Shortages just create opportunity, and a guy's got to keep the eyes open. Anybody remember what the measurement was? I like how they print on the conduit. Rigid non-metallic conduit above ground and underground. Well, there really is no in between, is it, with conduit? It's either in the ground or out of the ground. I don't know what else they suspect you're going to be doing with it. If you don't have one of these, you're not living life. That's going to go like that. So I think we're going to have to kink this over. That takes a very special tool. Got distracted. Had to stop for a bite of steak. Don't want to let your lunch go to waste. Gotta keep your energy up. My wife marinated that. It's perfect. It's perfect. Farm raised beef. I knew exactly where it come from. Saw the animal and it was still breathing oxygen. You can't beat it. No, but I forgot. It's very naughty to eat meat these days. Every time I take a bite, another hole gets poked in the ozone layer or something. Worth it. All right, so you'll be familiar with a conduit bender for metal conduit. It's like a pipe bender. I present to you conduit bender for plastic. Or for what we're doing today anyways. A little more. You want to go past where you want to end up. And then just let that cool off for a second. Oh man, I would have dropped that down the hole. Good catch. Good catch. Wouldn't want to set that concrete tank on fire. Don't mind the black on the outside. That's just a little, got a little bit too much love on it there. All right, that'll re-solidify. But obviously I'm not recommending if you're using this for like for what we're using it for, it's fine. You can heat it up and bend it a little bit. It's not okay for every application, so don't get all worked up about it. But I think that's gonna be a little too long still, because that's pretty much all the way in. That's gonna go just shy of that. So I think we got a cutter. Trim that back a hair to here. Trimmy trim. That's that. I just made myself I got a half clamp just to secure down here at the bottom so it's not a flimsy mess. We'll just go like that. Stainless steel screw, of course. Like I said, we want this stuff to last. Yeah, awesome. Nice. Does it look good? You guys tell me. It's pretty straight with the pole and looks okay. I don't think anybody's gonna get too fussy with us about it. Looks good. These all the same, basically. Same idea. Holy man, they got a lot of cord on them.
Yeah, that's good. Pull them out.
How does it work? Why is there two? One's a weight and one's the switch?
It's a weighted float, yeah. That way you can hang it and put a short tether on it and it...
Oh, I got you.
Hook up.
So if we go by sound, that's the switch, and then this one is just, well, full of whatever China wants to get rid of.
Exactly. Probably something not good.
Probably, yeah, probably. I don't think that's clean gravel in there. Oh, I see. Oh, just a sec. There we go. There. Heck yeah.
Enough in the box for them, and then coil the others.
That's plenty. You think?
Oh yeah, don't need more than that. They get away with less. What do you think?
Well, if a guy nicks a wire or something, I'd rather him have too much than...
Did you get any duck seal? Or
Yeah, I did, yeah. You want some? You do the inside there? Or?
You do it right here on this end.
Yeah.
Try and get some in there.
All right.
And try and...
Almost forgot I had those. Well, and they see people watching are going to wonder what we've been up to, see? I don't know a better name for these, do you? I call them fish sticks because it's a fish tape, and I just call them fish sticks. They just screw together, you shove them through the conduit, and then... And they're,
Where did you get those?
They're bendy. Oh, where does everybody get tools from? The old Princess Auto. The old Power. These are Grip brand. None of that Power Fist business.
Power Fist is one step up.
All right.
You got any way to tag them?
One's got white tape on it here, but I'll make some provisions.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, go ahead. That's that one.
Okay, that's the red circuit.
Okay, so the one with white tape on it is the red circuit, and then the other one's the other one.
The amber
Okay, I'll get a tag. So we put the levels in this, and then of course I didn't mark them before we put them in. So continuity. Trip the switch, makes a beep. You know which one's which. Okay. You picked them up and put them in your pocket, I'd imagine.
No.
You didn't?
No.
Or you'd match? Why? Why would you do that?
Because they were right there. And
All the
stepped on them.
all the stuff was in a nice. Jiminy
Hey,
Christmas.
he's blaming me. I wasn't the one who took them out and put them there.
Jiminy Christmas. Now you might think that the Bobcat is the real star here, but I mean, it's really the guy with the shovel doing all the finesse work.